Alright, so I'm going to be continuing my series on how to get better at Siege. This time I'm going to be doing the FBI SWAT. And to start off, we're going to start with Ash. I love Ash. He's like my favorite operator. But between these two guns, I do great with both, but the R4C drops people pretty fast. And the G36C I usually use if I'm staying a bit further away. But for the G36C, I usually put on ACOG, muzzle brake, vertical grip. And then for the R4C, I usually put on ACOG, muzzle brake, and vertical grip. Or I switch to holographic if I'm like rushing or something. But I prefer the M4, pretty much the M1911. And I don't know, I just kind of like this gun. I usually use the ones that do more damage, to be honest. And I stick with smoke grenades. Alright, with the Ash, I see a lot of people do stuff like this. And say it's in master bedroom, right there. They'll take out their Ash and shoot that open from here. And it's just kind of a waste because you can just shoot it open like that, and it just saves one of the launchers. You can use Ash's grenade launcher for, you know, vertical combat too, so you can use it to shoot open stuff like right there. And I said before, it's like a lot of people camp there, or if they're in closet, you can shoot it open. I'll show you how much it does. And, you know, you can get a lot of people from there. Catch people in surprise. Just watch out from, you know, people coming to get you from all over there. But the main reason why I use the smoke grenades is, for one, bomb. And when it's bomb, you know, throwing down smokes for the planter to come in and plant the bomb. That's always nice. But I can't really demonstrate here because it's not a really good example, but on places like maybe, I don't know, border or something like that, where there's a drone hole outside like the garage or, you know, something, there's like a little drone hole, and they have bandits sitting there or whatever, and they have Jaeger set up, you don't have a Thatcher or a Twitch. What I usually do is I'll throw my smokes, I'll throw 2 smokes into the drone hole, just in case if there's a Jaeger watching it, and then I'll shoot my Ash into a drone hole, and it'll usually destroy the bandits or mutes or whatever. And so it's kind of like a mini Thatcher. And it works really nice, like surprisingly well. You just have to make sure you get rid of all the Jaegers before you shoot it, or else it's just gonna take away your Ash. Now, what you can do with Ash is, she's really fast, so, you know, there's a lot of, like, choices you can make. But using destruction to your advantage, like I say in every single video, because it's true. I mean, say if you're right here, right? Oh. And you cleared bathroom, you come in, maybe they didn't reinforce that. You can shoot this open, right? And get lines of sight. Or you could shoot it, which some people would do, but then again, you can just shoot open a small hole to look kind of a waste. What I usually use them for is, say if there's a castle barricade, like, say you're outside, you spawned in, you're coming up. It's master, but they have a castle and it's castle, then your teammate's like marking it. Then you can shoot it because it's not a waste, it's a castle. You know, it's gonna be good to shoot. Same if there's any castles, like, as long as it's not like, say the objective's in basement, castle's just sitting in this door, don't waste it on that, obviously. Only do if it's like towards the objective, or, you know, where people are, because then you don't have to go up and punch it or put a breaching charge so they can shoot your feet to get line of sight on people. Or if people are in a closet right here, shoot that open, and now, you know, like, they're wide out in the open. And something you can do is make murder holes. Like this. And now you're using Ash to a really good, like, way. You're using her in a good way, sorry. And that's pretty much what she's meant for, is to break open stuff from a distance, like castles or walls, without having to go up and manually place the charge. It helps a lot, like with castles, like I said, or if it's castle and muted and someone goes and now you're gonna have to punch it open, they can just throw a nitro cell. But if you just shoot a grenade launcher at it, you should be good. Alright, next up is Thermite.
Throw some C4 into the mix, and you've got one hell of a combination.
I think it's pretty obvious that we're not going to be using the M1014, but the 5.56. This gun is really nice. I really like this weapon. ACOG I use, muzzle brake I use, and vertical grip. Muzzle brake, I have one of my friends that says that he doesn't like muzzle brake on this weapon and he uses compensator instead, and if you feel like that helps more, just, you know, use that. Again, I use the M4, which is pretty much the M1911, and Claymores just because it can cover your back and stuff. Alright, last for the attacking is going to be Thermite. And Thermite is really a must pick on most teams. Hibana's meh. I mean, she can do the job, but not as good as the job. And so for Thermite, I see a lot of players when it's banded walk up, feel it, and just put it on. Now, I gotta show you something. For Thermite players, go to your controls. Go to gadget deployment and put it on toggle. Put it on hold. This is what happens, right? Say you didn't realize it's banded. Alright, it's fair enough. You come up. I'm not doing this. That's the game doing it for me. Because you're supposed to, you know, you hold it, you walk up. Okay, there it is, you know, you see it? You see that little white dot? Say it's banded, you just walk up like this and go. You're getting shocked, and then it just breaks the charge. You don't have the option to just stop doing it. Now again, you go to controls, you go to gadget deployment, you go to toggle. And that way, you go like this, say you didn't realize you're like this, oh, I'm getting shocked, let me just stop that real quick. You don't have to forcefully go through with it and then break your charge right after. So you only got 2 of them. But say it is banded and you don't have Thatcher, don't be the guy who peeks. Because if you die, you don't get through there. Have someone else peek it. And if you're spawning, I mean, you should do this no matter what operator you play, but do not just run out like this. You get shot from there, you get shot from there, you get shot from there. And if, like I said, if you die, you don't break through these walls. So, you know, you come up, say you break it. Alright, that's not doing much, so I guess I'll just go through the barricades up here. I said sometimes Thermite is going to be a must pick because if they're master bedroom, you don't really need them all that much. Now, you can take control of kids, take control of workshops so no one shoots you, and then you can plant it like, I'd say about right here. Oops. The biggest thing I see is when Thermite players rush to the wall they need to blow up just without caring. Terrible idea because you can get peeked so damn hard. So you want other people to go ahead of you, and then you can go once it's safe. Now, say if there's runouts, there's not really any runouts, but say if there's a runout to your right, you know, you gotta plant this, but there's a door right there that's broke, you're not really sure. You know, have someone help you up to it, put it in front of the door, you know, your claymore, that's what they're for, and then blow it open. Now, on Garage Thermite, what I see is a lot of people just either using both on here, or they always lose some. And if they're bandit tricking, what you want to do is get your one guy to sneak around, and if you can't get someone to sneak around to the guy, you want to play mind tricks with bandit. You know, you want to put it and go like this, and then kind of switch around, and then have your Thatcher throw one as you plant the whole thing. So go like this. And then take it off, and then go right here. And then right here. And then right here again. And keep going back for a second, and then make a decision. Get ready to place it. And then, a lot of times, here, let me try to explain this. So, say the bandit's on the other side, right? He's like, alright, I'm listening for which wall. Go like this. Pick two walls, you know, either these two or these two, is put it on like a wall, like this. Stop, go to here. Stop, go to here. And do this like 2 or 3 times, so he's like, alright, this dude's just gonna fake it and not really place it. I accidentally placed it. But this dude's just gonna keep faking it. And then he's waiting. And then as soon as you go like this and you feel the shock, hurry up and go right here. And then run over here. Because in his mind, right, you're sitting here, you know, you hear it, you place it. Oh, I didn't get it charged. Now I hear it to my right. Oh god, he's gonna do it. I need to hurry up and put it. As he's putting that, you can just go like this. Right here, run, put it, shot. Keep trying to play mind games with him, so he's kind of going back and forth, doesn't know which one to do. Or try your very hardest to have someone flank and distract him. Even a twitch, if you have like, you can send in a twitch through a drone hole. Do that thing I did, but then have a twitch keep shocking the bandit, and he's gonna get a little agitated, you know, turn around and shoot it. Now for defense, castle.
Amateurs.
I use the UMP with holographic, muzzle brake, and vertical grip, and it's like almost no recoil. It's really nice. I really like it. And then the M4. I don't know why I have suppressor on it. If you do put anything, I usually just put muzzle brake on my pistols. But impact grenades if I'm playing bomb, and I'll be the one that opens up walls and stuff. Or if not, the shield, because you can do some stuff with it. I'll show you in game. Alright, now me personally, as I play Sledge, I don't usually like doing stuff like this. Like these windows, oh, 1 sec. These windows, those, or like any of those, just because they get destroyed so fast and so easily, it's almost like a waste. But instead I do stuff to kind of ruin attackers' kind of flow, if you will. And say they come in through here, they're not even there. Right here, you put castles right here, and right here. Then, say if it's like, you know, not a lot of time, maybe like 20 seconds, 30 seconds, you know, whatever. They're coming up these stairs, and you're kind of watching. They don't have ways that you can just kind of run if you start shooting at them. I mean backwards, but then you can kill them by then. So they do stuff like this. You know, say they're coming in, you got a guy over there. They can't do this unless it's Sledge or, you know, Ash or someone that's just kind of breaking stuff like very fast. But a breaching charge, that's going to take a little too long. You'll be able to hear that and kill them beforehand. So say you left that open, or maybe that's open from getting shot out. Now they gotta watch that. They don't have ways they can cut through fast. And if you have a guy right there, that's a crossfire from there to there, he's screwed. And if they come in through here, obviously they can kind of destroy that. But if they don't, they come through here. And that's closed. Alright, so they don't really have to worry about someone flanking or coming from right there. So they're going to be focusing on right here. But you could have someone, you know, on the stairs or, you know, wherever. And I personally find it that when you put stuff like, say I put one right there, you know, one right here, and one right here, they're either trapping your teammates out of the objective, which I'll get into, or they're just going to get destroyed so easily that it's a waste. Now, back to my point that I kind of brought up with your teammates. That's something a lot of castle players do. Put one on the window, they'll just do that, what I just said right there. I'll put one on the window, put one, instead of how about right there, they put it right here. Alright, you now just successfully kept people out. Congratulations. Except you let out the wrong people. Now it's your teammate, and you might lose because of it. Now, say it's a roamer like Caviera. I got into one of my other videos that, you know, if there is just like one other person left, you really shouldn't just keep roaming. You should try to work your way back. But say everyone just died all of a sudden, you're working your way back, and say it's hostage or secure or bomb even. Secure and hostage more, but bomb too. You come up, and you're like, oh shit, wait. Shut up. Alright. So you're like, oh shit. You know, they grabbed the hostage. I'm coming. You know, I'm going up, guys. Go right here. Oh, that's castled off. Oh god, I gotta go right here. You know, you start breaking, but someone's gonna be seeing you, especially if they broke in right there. They might be waiting for this. Or, you know, it's secure. You have to get inside that room. What are you gonna do? What, are you gonna go like this and break it? What? That's... Then you get lit up. Soon as they secure, and you see a castle that blocked out his teammates, all you're gonna do is lay down, look for the feet. So, you know, they walked up. Okay, soon as they get ready to break it, just light them up. That's it. That's all you gotta do. It's that easy. So that's what I mean by blocking your teammates out. It's a very bad idea. Now, I'm not saying this is a bad spot, because that really isn't a terrible spot. But make sure you're not blocking out every entrance to the objective. And the reason why I brought the shield, remember I said there's like some things you can do with shields. I'm not sure if you could still do this. Here we go. Took me a second, not too long, but do stuff like that in the prep phase, and then it's like this, and a lot of times, you know, obviously you can't put breach charges because you can't walk up to it, right? And, I mean, they can punch it, but when you punch castle barricades, you're very exposed, and it's not a great idea to do. So, they have to either destroy the shield, or punch this open. Now, to other examples, say, ooh, living room and casual, we see a lot of people like this. They'll, like, block out, like, all these, like, either all three of those, or two and one of these, and it's so just not smart, because if I'm an attacker, right? Say I'm an attacker. These are castled off, right? And I'm just like, okay, put my breaching charge on, real safe, walk away and blow it up. Or I'm like, oh, okay, let me go up to the top, or just sit there and fuse it. You know, it's not that hard. I usually instead just stay away from barricading windows altogether, unless it's like you gotta mute and it's a good spot on a map somewhere, because I'm sure there is good spots to do it. But for the most part, I highly don't recommend it. Now, spot like right here even, with the shield. Now it's a little far away, but you know, you do stuff like this. Say you're in living room, you can cut off choke points like main traffic areas, and say if they do take over kitchen, time's running out. They're like, oh, I don't have time. I gotta go this way. You're forcing them to go directions. I mean, you might not think about it like that as you play Castle. A lot of people underestimate Castle, but Castle has the power to manipulate the attacking side to where they have to go certain ways. Like, you can almost tell them where to go. Otherwise, they're going to have to do some stuff that just won't work out as well. So, you know, you put that down, right? And the only person that can break it is Ash and maybe Sledge, if he can get an angle on it. But, you know, you put one right there. You don't want to put any of these put stuff like right here. Again, cutting off choke points from coming up from down there. And then you can put one like right here maybe. And then here. And wait for heads to come up for you to shoot. Now behind you, you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful from behind you because they can repel and kill you. But, I mean, just stuff like that, you know, that's covered. You know, they're not just gonna break open the barricade behind you and kill you. And, well, other than this one, which you can easily have another teammate sitting, like, in here watching it, and then spray through it. Last but not least, pulse.
A well-trained tango is able to stay cool, keep calm. Their heart rates can be 70 to 100 beats per minute. But by the time I'm done, that number goes down to 0.
Again, I use the UMP with holographic, muzzle brake, and vertical grip. And I use it only because there's like no recoil. And again, the M4, even if I have a suppressor on it. And nitrocell, like I said every time, nitrocells are pretty much the best way to go. Alright, so for pulse now, what you want to do for him is pretty much just give information to your team that you can. That's what I use him for. Or obviously getting kills for yourself. You can sit here and wait like this. As soon as you see someone right there, you're like, okay. And do stuff like that. Or you can, oh, I love doing this, going under the objective or something. You see Macy J do that because it's a really good idea. What you do is you sit below and you watch for people. Make sure you're safe while you do it, obviously. You can help bandit trick. I wouldn't say right here, it's too risky, but say if it's like a normal wall like this on any other map. You know, don't stand too close like this and watch, because the Thatcher disables the pulse for a certain amount of time. I forgot how much, but it disables it for quite some time. Now, it eventually comes back online, but before then, you can't see anyone on your sensor. So what you want to do is stand far back, about right here. I'd say this dues. I say this will do because I think the pulse range is like 7 or 9 meters. Don't take my word on that. I have no idea. It's about the best I can guess. But you could most likely see someone from there. And as if a Thatcher gets thrown, you're out of the radius of the Thatcher. So you can sit here all day and you can see Thermite and you'll be like, okay, no, he's just tricking you. Don't worry, don't do it yet. And then, oh, he's standing at this wall for quite some time. Do it now. Stuff like that. And that's what he's really good for, is giving information out. Because, like I said, you can help bandit trick, or you can just let your team know, you know, heads up, hey, they're coming here, they're coming here. Or, you know, like this. Say fuse is right here. It goes like this to plant. He just gets shot in the face, dude.